Here's something to start with. Gunter.
Okay.
He has said that he is, if the right project comes along, he would be back in Formula One. Where would you like to see him if he was to come back?
Do you know what? Right, this is going to get a lot of hate.
Oh, what are you going to say?
I didn't think Gunter was all that amazing.
No.
You know how everyone loves him? Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
Right, from Drive to Survive.
And you love him.
I think he's all right.
And he's a great personality.
I think he seems like an all right guy. I think he swears way too much. I'm a bit like,
What do you mean? He's just
a bit too much. It's just a bit like, I don't know.
I guess he does actually when you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is like every other word. And then I don't.
Oh God, he does. Know. He actually does.
He says it like every other word, right?
He does actually, thinking about it.
So he swears every other word, and then he's just a mid-team boss. He wasn't that amazing.
So where would you put him? You'd put him.
I don't think he treated Mick Schumacher very well. Yeah,
you put him in a steak team.
Because I don't like steak.
You don't like steak.
I would put him in. Off the grid. I wouldn't put him anywhere.
You wouldn't want him back in Formula
One? I wouldn't. I don't think. I think I'm all right. I've had enough of Gunther Steiner. I think it's been fun.
He was there for a long time.
It's been fun, but I don't. I'm not like, oh my God, I really want him in.
I'm Team Gunther. I want Gunther back.
Team Gunther.
I'm Team Gunther. I want him back. Just because he's funny.
I think I'm going to get a load of hate about this.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. Everyone hate him. Everyone just rinse JJ in the chat.
Everyone send me as much hate as possible.
Much hate.
I deserve it. I do deserve it. Yeah, I do deserve it.
I was going to say also, thank you to everyone that's been commenting and things like that. That TikTok from ages ago, I'm still getting like 40 something likes a day.
Really?
Yeah, it's still going.
I hope you turn notifications off.
I have, but no, I turned it on at the time.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my phone just doesn't do notifications really ever, and I don't know why. So like, it's only if I go, when I look at the app, it's got like...
Oh, it's got them all there.
It's got them all there. But yeah, no, it's still going from like 5-6 weeks ago. And I think I've had a couple of comments and stuff.
Yeah.
I love the people that bite. They're my favourite.
Oh yeah,
people that nibble. You're like,
do you know what's more funny? Do you know what's more funny? Right, I showed one of my mates this, but the difference between the TikTok comments on every video we do, the Instagram comments on everything we do.
What's worse?
Instagram, it's like pure unadulterated hate.
Is it savage? Is it?
Yeah.
I love that.
Instagram's like that. Clearly Drive to Survive fan. You guys know nothing. Like, why are you talking about F1? Like,
is it?
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
And then TikTok is so supportive.
It's much better. It is. But
TikTok will be like, yes, I agree. Go on.
Yeah.
TikTok. It's just honestly like
I love
Instagram comments. I think Instagram comments are the funniest comment section. But it's just so funny, like being on the other side now of the content.
Yeah.
Just see it. I sent a screenshot to my mate, and I was like, "Look at it's the polar opposite." It's so funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just like the fact that people comment. They actually stop and take time out of their day to say something on our thing instead of just swiping past it. They're like, "I have to hate you."
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh.
The ones I find really funny is like sending hate from Germany.
Is it
No, I was not.
Oh, that's so funny.
But
I love it.
It is funny.
So keep biting everyone because it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, I do love it. Keep
biting. Because obviously it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So it's Formula One.
To be fair, right? Okay, so in that video that we did, we talked about it was just after Lewis Hamilton moved away. So it was like the grid when Lewis Hamilton moves to Ferrari.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another version with Max moving to someone else?
Say that all again.
Do you want to do another silly season prediction? 2025, but this time also Max leaves Red Bull. Because that did shake it up a decent amount as well.
Okay. We can do that.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We've done our 2025 silly season predictions. We'll do a summary at the end, but we'll go through it.
Okay.
So, Mercedes.
Wait, so just so everyone's aware again. So this is if Max is to leave Red Bull.
Yeah.
So this is where our silly prediction if everything was to shuffle around because everything will shuffle around big time if Max leaves.
Yeah. almost as much as when Hamilton left. I mean, this is a messed up grid.
It is a
messed up grid.
And to be honest, we didn't think about it too hard.
No, but we did have a good base last time.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay.
Go on, then you can start.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Is where Max Verstappen will end up.
Yeah. If he did, yeah.
Where else is he going to go, really? Realistically. He's going to have to go to a customer, like a manufacturing team. He's not going to go to Alpine.
No, he's not going to go to Aston Martin. No.
Because they're a customer team.
Yeah, customer. Yeah. Ferrari. No.
Sit at the bench. Mercedes, Max.
Mercedes.
And George.
Yeah. Cool. Ferrari.
Hamilton Leclerc.
Contract. We pretty much knew that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that is happening.
Red Bull.
Interesting.
It's a good one, yeah.
Go on, you go.
Alonso. He's the only active world champion on the grids.
Yeah.
So you know that he's going to win the world championship.
Yeah.
And they're going to get sick of Perez. And they're going to take Sainz up when they have the chance. Because Alonso's not going to be there for a while. So they still need a driver who's going to be consistent for a long period of time.
Yeah. Okay. So that's funny.
Part of Red Bull family.
Sainz at Red Bull would just be really funny.
Yeah. I mean, he was part of Red Bull family. He was also, wasn't he?
No, I guess he was, yeah. But it's just the idea of seeing him now in a Red Bull would be entertaining, to say the least. McLaren.
Gone safe on McLaren, Lando Piastri.
We have gone safe for that one because I feel like
last time we said that he'd break his contract early.
Yeah, we did.
I still think that if a Red Bull seat opened up and Max was leaving, I really think that he would just break his contract early.
Could do.
I think every single driver on the grid would break it early.
People liked that opinion.
Yeah.
We had lots of hate for that one.
Did we?
They're like, Lando's not going to break his contract.
Yeah, we did get a lot of hate on that one. But I was thinking about Instagram comments. It was aggressive hate.
Yes.
Yeah. But, right. You're Lando Norris.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed a world championship if you go into that car. If Max leaves.
Yeah, 100%.
So I would break my contract.
I would too.
In this situation, he hasn't because Alonso's already signed up.
True.
Yeah.
So right now, we're going to go Lando and Piastri, McLaren.
Unless Norris can think he can take on
the big
Fernando
man.
Alonso.
Oh, Fernando Alonso. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he.
Do you think that? And then Sainz goes to.
He would only be able to keep up if Alonso started to decline, like with age.
Do you think though? Because Alonso likes really understeery cars. Really understeery cars. And the Red Bull is the complete opposite. Of that. And whereas Lando Norris likes a twitchy car like Leclerc.
Maybe. No, you make a fair point. I mean, maybe. But Alonso.
Do you think it would be
Alonso's Alonso?
Do you think it would be interesting if we put them in the same car?
Very.
Yeah. Should we do it?
Should we change it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So Red Bull is going to have Alonso and Lando Norris.
And Lando. Oh.
And Lando's breaking his contract early again.
Yeah, and then it's Piastri and Sainz.
Yes. Which again is a great driver pairing.
Is that not what we did last time?
It is what we did last time.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no. Okay, let's say this. Alex Albon goes to the McLaren against Oscar Piastri.
With Oscar Piastri, okay.
And then, I don't know what you think, and then Sainz to Aston Martin. Or would you think?
Let's do it for the Bants.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No. What would you think? What do you think is more likely?
I don't think that's more likely. I think Sainz to McLaren, back to McLaren because he's.
Yeah, let's keep it like that. Let's keep it like that then. Yeah. Okay, so Sainz back to McLaren.
Sainz back to McLaren. Albon. Well, there you go. If we let the cat out of the bag there. Aston Martin would be Albon and Stroll.
Yeah. Boo.
Obviously. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Steak.
Yes, steak. Well, Perez and Bottas. Bottas got experience in the team, developing the car for Audi.
Yeah.
Perez has experience in an actual good team.
Is that what we hold on? Is that not what we did last time?
We did Perez and Ricciardo.
And Ricciardo.
Yeah.
Poor Ricciardo.
Speaking of Ricciardo, Alpine.
Yeah.
That's where he's going.
That's where we've thrown him in. And obviously we've got to keep Gasly in there.
Yeah. French team, French guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on to Haas?
Yes, Haas. So a lot of people got quite heated. We didn't put Hulkenberg in the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like Haas always favour Magnussen over Hulkenberg.
Realistically, it is a 50-50 with who they're going to go
It is
with.
now, but
I'm
obviously
sure, like, they would,
Magnussen had the seat before Hulkenberg did, didn't he?
yeah, I feel like they would favour Magnussen, but
Because Hulkenberg, when Magnussen took the seat, Hulkenberg was available,
yeah,
and they didn't call Hulkenberg; they called Magnussen. So, yeah.
okay,
Anyway, we'll
Yeah.
forget Magnussen. He's not in this, by the
yeah,
way. We're going to go Hulkenberg this time
yeah, to satisfy the
to
comments.
satisfy the comment section.
And of course, Oliver Behrman in a Haas.
Behrman.
Behrman. I called him Behrman in the video, and again we got some comments about that.
Did we?
Yeah,
Did we?
got one comment. Behrman. Can't even pronounce his name properly. Call yourself fans.
Is that what he said? Oh, that's funny.
Williams, Antonelli again. Bit of a stud, isn't he? And then Ocon.
Williams, Antonelli, yeah, and Ocon.
Yeah.
And the Racing Bulls,
Sonoda and Lawson.
Lawson. Get in there, Lawson.
We want Liam Lawson on the grid.
We want you
Yeah.
to have a seat, pal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, as a summary, quick fire. Mercedes, you got Max Verstappen and George Russell.
Perfect. Ferrari, we're going Hamilton and Charles Leclerc.
Yes. Red Bull, you've got world champion Fernando Alonso, and Lando Norris will break his contract early.
He will. We're
He
doing
will
that. That's a fiery duo.
Yes.
Like that one. McLaren, we're going to go Sainz and Piastri.
Yeah, the return of Sainz.
The return of Carlos Sainz.
And Oscar Piastri, yes. Aston Martin, we've got Albon and Stroll. Give Albon a more competitive car.
Yep, I think he'll do very well in there.
Yeah.
Stake, we're going to go Bottas and Perez. Very experienced drivers.
Yeah, developed for Audi. Yeah.
Perfect.
Haas, Hulkenberg, and Behrman.
Behrman. Perfect. Racing Bulls, we're going Sonoda. And come on, Liam Lawson, we want you to have a seat.
Liam Lawson deserves a seat.
Liam Lawson, you're in.
Williams, Antonelli, and Ocon.
Ocon, yes.
He's taking an upgrade and going to Williams.
He is. He is. And then Alpine, we're going to go Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo.
Yes.
So he has got his seat. Daniel
Yes,
Ricciardo.
he has got a seat.
We were thinking of maybe pushing him out again.
There was a chance he could have been out there, but
Yeah. He's in.
I think Logan Sargent
Logan DeSargent.
Logan Sargent does not deserve the seat as much.
Oh, poor Logan.
Poor Logan. Yeah.
Damn.
Who else did we kick out? Oh, and Magnussen.
And Magnussen.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Hulkenberg in there to satisfy the comment section.
Yes.
Perfect. I like that.
That was good.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
That would be a very entertaining season, I think.
I think that would. Yeah.
Um,
I'm excited for Audi coming into F1.
There's huge names, huge car manufacturer names all in F1 at the moment, I've realised. Obviously, Aston Martin coming in a few years ago. Ferrari's always been massive. Mercedes, obviously McLaren
Yeah.
coming onto Audi. All of these are like huge premium manufacturing brands.
You've got Ford as well coming in.
Oh, Ford, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Of
branding.
course.
It's more of a branding partnership, but still, Ford are coming in.
Yeah, of course. I completely forgot about that.
Porsche.
Obviously, Alpine are.
I've been a
They build their own cars. I mean,
yeah. They build
one car, I think.
yeah.
Do they, yeah, I think that's what they do.
Yeah. It's not the best. It's an alright car. It's like
I've-
50 something
It's
K.
very
right?
ugly.
Yeah, very ugly.
Horrible thing. What? I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, would you ever voluntarily buy an Alpine?
Never.
No.
No, never. There's
Like,
so much
That
better
price
things.
bracket,
buy
you
for
can
that.
get a Porsche box there or a Cayman.
Yeah.
You can get a pretty top spec TTRS.
Yeah.
Trying to think
Even
of
though
other
they're being
sports cars.
discontinued now, so they're not like.
Yeah, but they'll give a hybrid version of that, won't they?
Is it hybrid? Is it?
That's what they will do, right? The R8 got
okay.
discontinued, and that they'll go to hybrid.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, right as well.
What else can you get for 50k? You can get some pretty just decent cars for 50k. You can
We
get
get a fairly
C63.
decent C63.
Yeah,
Yeah, there must be. Yeah, there's other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. You wouldn't buy an Alpine.
who's driving around looking for a car and going, I want an Alpine.
Yeah, on the ugliest thing with like really weird
Yeah.
four eyes.
I want a French car.
Do you know what else I've seen? That's I think the. You say that. The Peugeots with the whole new brand.
Yeah, they actually look
They
really
actually
good.
look so nice.
Yeah, they look.
Have you seen some of them? The
Have you
new
seen-
ones.
Yeah. Have
They
you
look
seen
so good.
Honda and Toyota as well? Both of them look amazing now.
Really?
Yeah. They've all hired proper designers because they've realized that now, rather than just cheap, if they make them look nice, then people will think that they're getting a much nicer car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I was going to say, have you seen the new M2 like out on the road? It
No.
might be the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
BMW M2.
Honestly, it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't like the big kind of
Wait,
thing.
you know what?
honestly.
I think I might have seen. Is it the rear of it looks terrible?
No, well, the rear's not great, mate. It's the front. The front. It's got these two huge nostrils and then two huge nostrils at the sides as well.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, mate. The rear.
How are people buying that car?
For anyone who's like listening to this, Google a picture of the BMW M2. The rear, the tail lights are like terrible, and I'm getting a picture of the front up. To front new.
The older one was lovely.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrendous? It's so ugly.
Oh, that looks terrible.
If you bought a BMW M2, end it. Like, end
That
it.
looks terrible.
Isn't it awful? There's one near work, and I honestly, every time I look at it, I'm
Is it
like,
worse in real life as well?
it's worse in real life.
Oh, that just looks
Because it's
really
fat, it's massive,
bad.
like it's wide.
Yeah.
So those nostrils look even bigger.
Yeah. So you've got like the old. So for people who are listening, you've got like the older classic, like the front two teeth as such.
Yeah.
Which are thinner, which a lot of people ask for.
Yeah.
But then you've got this like big mouth underneath where the number plate goes.
Yeah.
And then you've got two other, as if they've taken the two vents that used to be underneath and put them just before in front of the front tire wheel arches.
Yeah.
And it just looks like,
oh, terrible.
It's so squared off, and that is not good. The M2 is a nice car as well.
Look at the old M2. Type in the old M2. Look how nice that is.
If you can, try and Google the old M2.
Just put in M2 2020, and it comes up. That is a brilliant looking car.
Yeah, BMWs
They have spoilt it.
Yeah, that looks terrible.
Doesn't it?
The old ones look amazing compared to the new ones.
Also, question: if you were to put Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, and McLaren in order of just with everything, if you were to put everything into consideration, the company, the cars they make, what type of cars they make, all those sorts of things, what would be your order?
Because I heard between Porsche, Lambo, and Ferrari.
Ferrari, Porsche, Lambo, and
Martin?
McLaren.
And Aston Martin. We'll throw that in there.
You can throw. Okay, we'll throw that in there. But I saw someone do this the other day.
Okay.
And I was shocked about their pick.
So we're taking top 5 of your cars, and you've got Porsche, Lambo, Ferrari, Aston Martin, McLaren.
Yeah, and these are we're talking about like road cars now.
Yeah.
All roads.
Oh, okay. Do you know why I added Aston Martin in? Is because I saw a Aston Martin Vantage.
Yeah.
In like a slate grey with like yellow diffuser and front splitter and stuff. And then I went home and I spec'd one up and I was just like, oh, Aston Martin look so good. Yeah. Aston Martins look so good.
Yeah.
This is about the hardest thing.
This is tricky. I think we both will have the same number one.
Yeah, I think number one is probably the most easy lock-in, but let's go from 5.
Actually, are we going to say the same number one?
I know, because I know what you might say.
I know that we're thinking one of the two. There's one of the... Anyway,
see,
start with 5.
But that's really hard because... Yeah, okay.
We'll start with 5.
McLaren at 5.
Okay, I thought you would say that.
McLaren at 5 because I think the build quality is quite terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard very bad things about the customer service and everything. And like the cars don't really last very long, but they are brilliantly fast.
They are.
And like the Senna.
Brilliant.
I was watching a video of Lando Norris's Senna, and it just looks like Yanamize did a video on it. On his Instagram.
Yes, I've seen that. Oh, yeah,
it just looks amazing. Like McLaren have done some phenomenal cars. You got the Speedtail, the F1. I'm sort of talking my way out of it.
Yeah, maybe you put them too low.
No, I'm gonna put 5. I'm gonna put McLaren, and at 4, I'm gonna put Aston Martin.
Okay, yeah.
Which again is a really hard choice. All of these choices are hard, apart from my number one. I think.
Okay, yeah,
because Aston Martin, you got the classic DBs, DB5, and then you got like DB9, DB11. Now there's DB12 just came out.
Yeah, all the Vantage.
The Vantages, the Aston Martins are just, there's something like refined and just
classy,
beautiful and classy.
Yeah,
classy about Aston Martin.
Yeah.
I think
there's a sophistication to an Aston Martin.
Yeah, I think an Aston Martin would be the first supercar I'd buy.
Interesting,
because I think that you could. I wouldn't consider a Bentley a supercar.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair play. Yeah, good point. It's a GT car, isn't it?
Yeah,
fair play. Okay, so
I think Aston Martin. And I'm okay, so I'm going to put Porsche in 3.
Okay.
Which was really difficult for me to do.
Okay.
Because I love Porsche. But I think that the GT3 RS is going to become the new Toyota Supra, where it's a brilliant car, but everyone raves about it way too much. And it
Okay.
just gets a bit annoying.
Okay.
Like, I'm already starting to see that a bit, where it's like everything is about the Porsche GT3 RS.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I'm putting it in 3. But Porsche probably have some of the best racing history,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me want to put it higher. But I love Lambo
Okay.
and I love Ferrari.
Yeah.
So I've got to keep them above,
Yeah.
realistically.
Yeah.
And I would really want to buy a 911 Turbo S as like my first supercar. But
Yeah.
I think there's just something classier about an Aston Martin.
Okay.
But that would be a really hard choice. It'd be between like a Vantage and a 911 Turbo S as my first ever supercar,
Okay.
I think.
That's a good shout.
Yeah. Oh, but then maybe an Audi R8. No. Okay. Oh, okay.
We're not talking about Audis.
And then number 2, I'm going to put Lamborghini
Okay.
at number 2
Okay.
because great cars, phenomenal cars.
Mm.
They're just, break your neck driving sort of cars.
Yeah.
But you can't put anyone above Ferrari.
No. Okay.
Are you going to put Ferrari? Really? I think Ferrari. Okay, I think in terms of
No. I'm not going to. I'm not putting Lambo above Ferrari.
Okay, cool.
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
No.
Yeah, but I'd put Ferrari at top.
Okay.
I think it's just got the richest history. Sure, they're probably the most difficult to buy. You can't really do anything with the car when you buy it
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like modding it.
Yeah.
But probably got the most solid lineup of cars
Mhm.
since they began. They will hold their value the best. And right, my dad was saying this, and it's true. There's something about when you see a Ferrari on the road in real life, I think there's no supercar that quite brings up that emotion.
Surely Lambo.
I think
When you see a Lambo on the road.
so I think a Lambo looks really cool on the road, right? But there's almost an element of chaviness behind it.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Whereas like
Logan Paul, you're thinking he's a Logan Paul type.
yes,
Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh,
someone young, they're gonna rev it like
yeah.
It's like I feel like
I know. Okay.
a Ferrari is like a Lambo and an Aston Martin put together in terms of the excitement of a Lambo and the classiness of an Aston Martin.
Okay, that's a really
Yeah.
good way of putting it. Okay.
Okay. So my top 5 are going to be Ferrari as a brand, then Lamborghini, then Porsche, then Aston Martin, then McLaren,
Okay.
which was really hard for me to do.
Okay.
I said
Cool.
Porsche and Lambo I struggled with the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine. The reason I asked you this question was because
What did the guy
there was a guy, I don't know what his name was. It was just a TikTok, just
Yeah.
flicking from a TikTok. Obviously, before you put the Aston Martin in the mix, he
Yeah.
had those 4, and he put Porsche last.
Porsche last?
That's what, yeah. And obviously, to me, I'm like,
You can't put Porsche last.
Porsche last.
They're probably the best built cars.
Yeah, but when he talked about why, it does kind of make sense. Kind of. I don't agree. I'm having McLaren last, like
Yeah.
you are. Then I'm going Porsche. Then I'm
Interesting.
going Aston Martin. Then I'm going Lambo, which is painful because they're like the poster cars.
Yeah.
Then I'm going Ferrari.
Yeah. I know you
Ferrari-
love Lambo.
I do love that. It's just
I know
it's
you
the look.
Yeah.
But I just know for a fact that, like you say, when you're driving it around, you'll be bumping around.
Yeah.
You know
Single
what I
clutch
mean?
gearbox, like
Yeah.
breaking your neck. Yeah.
And it would just, I know that would, I mean, would it grate on me? Probably not. But like, Ferrari's just, there's just the Ferraris in it. It's got the blend of everything.
Yeah.
It's got the blend of all of those, I think, together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it does everything.
Everything.
Yeah. And I think you'd buy a Lamborghini first.
I probably would.
I know you would 100%. You'd want a Lamborghini first.
Yeah, I would.
But I don't think you can put them above Ferrari.
No, I
but
don't.
I want to know. So you put Porsche in 4th.
Yeah.
Actually, tell me why you put McLaren last.
No, so the reason I put McLaren last is for the same reason you did.
Yeah.
I think the build quality needs to be better.
They're like it's like the Tesla of supercars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The company, obviously, as we know, has not got a good reputation.
No.
You know, even simple things like if you have an issue within the first couple of months, you expect McLaren to just take it back and not even charge you, really.
Yeah.
If you buy something that's for that much money and you go, look, it's brand new,
Yeah.
I've driven it like 50 yards down the road and it's having an issue,
Yeah.
you shouldn't pay for anything
No, you shouldn't.
at all.
They shouldn't. Yeah.
So I've heard, obviously, you hear bad stories about
You hear nightmare
cars.
stories.
Yeah.
Nightmare
They
stories.
try and make me pay for all this stuff. Mate,
Yeah.
just walked off the forecourt.
Yeah.
You're having issues.
I know a story of a mate of mine's friend, parents' friends, brand new McLaren, had an issue with, I think, panels and the paint peeling.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of that.
Yeah. So he sent it to McLaren. 6 months later, still not got anything back.
Oh, no.
Called up and was like,
Oh.
he was like it's going to be like another 6 or 8 months or so. Like, and he was like, mate, I've lost so much money on this car already. Just keep it. I don't even want it anymore. And just let them keep the car because he just couldn't be bothered.
And
having
he
it.
surely got some money back.
He would have got something back
Yeah.
for it, but
That is horrendous.
so he drove it like a few hundred miles and then sent it back. Never got it back.
Yeah,
and never saw the car.
To be honest, if they built cars as good as Ferrari did and had that sort of what's it called, customer service and customer, my Ferrari at their level would come all the way down. Because that service is 90%.
Customer service is a huge thing.
Huge.
You're spending hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Yeah, huge
You
investment.
need your customer service to be better.
Yeah,
yeah,
has to. Anyway, so that would be last for that reason. Even if the cars are as good as they are and they were the fastest things in the world, I still wouldn't get one before the others.
They are the fastest.
Yeah,
they're brilliantly fast.
Yeah,
when they work.
Now I'm going to go Porsche.
And I want to know why.
And I agree with the guy before. Aston Martin and Porsche could have probably gone either way, but I liked what you said a moment ago about Aston Martin. But the things with Porsche is they're brilliant, but you do get what you get. And do you know what I mean? You know what you're getting. It's exactly what you're going to get, and it's going to do exactly what you're thinking it's going to do. And that's it. Doesn't do anything more, doesn't do anything less. That's a bit boring. Do you know what I mean? It's
you know what?
It's
right.
boring.
Do you know
they look? I'm sorry, they look.
You know what? You couldn't have put better what I was trying to. I didn't actually know that I was thinking.
Yeah.
But like when I was talking about, I'd get an Aston over a Porsche. In like, I was just sort of like, I can't read, but I would get an Aston because it's just less boring.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's so somehow it's so good that it's boring.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Like it's probably so stable that it's a bit boring.
He's boring.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That's so backwards.
Launches perfectly every time.
Every time.
Oh.
Yeah. That's bad, isn't it? That's bad.
Yeah. You saw one.
That's our issue. That's an us issue, not a Porsche issue.
Porsches build them so brilliantly. But
that's fantastic.
It's almost like though, right? And this can sound hypocritical because you've got McLaren who have issues with the car and you're like, oh, annoying, right? But you almost want a tiny issue because it gives character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Isn't that so weird?
Like my Aston Martin every third launch stutters.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a nice, as long as it doesn't break the car.
Yeah.
As long as it's just like a little quirk in the car, it's kind of fun. Yeah.
This is
might miss a gear once.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, character.
Just adds
build a relationship with the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like
that's bad, isn't it?
But then like a Porsche is just robots.
Do you know what? I'm taking it back. Just now that we're talking about it, I can't put them in fourth. No, I'm putting it back the other way. So I'm going the same as you. I'm going to Aston Martin then Porsche because if you've got a car that's that consistent and that amazing, I can't put them lower.
In terms of as a racing car, yeah. I think actually as well, something that's almost you've actually convinced me to switch them around.
Oh, okay. So we're swapping.
Like, I think they're brilliant, but I'm going to actually switch them around because also, and it's going to sound so snobby, right? But you see Porsches everywhere. I've seen so many 911 Carreras.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
all over London. Like 911 Carreras everywhere. It's like the Targara. See that one. You see you see the Cayenne, the Macan,
You do actually. You do see more Porsches.
Taycans all
over the place.
Yeah. So,
but they are more achievable vehicles than
But then when you're getting like
Lambos,
I see more 911 turbos as well.
Yeah.
Because I think probably it's sensible and it's going to run, and
that's probably because people have sense. They're like, I'm going to buy something that's going to be really good all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put my 150k into something that's gonna work all the time.
All the time. It's actually really sensible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost think that rarity of an Aston Martin, like when you see a nice Porsche, you're like, okay, nice.
Yeah.
But to have this, the reaction I had on the motorway for that Vantage, I would have had to have seen a GT3 RS.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. But when you see an Aston Martin
you just like
cruising super long and just super like, oh.
Yeah. Just has presence on
Yeah.
the roads. Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm switching mine.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go Aston Martin 3.
And I'm switching mine. I'm going Aston Martin 4,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And then Lambo, like I say, we've spoken about Lambo. It's just like
amazing.
You're right. They're I think they're the best things to look at. I think they're the coolest things on the roads,
Definitely.
like the way they look and the way they sit, and it's just there's just a presence of a Lambo.
They have the greatest road presence.
Yeah, it's just mad. But you wouldn't want to be in one every single day.
You'd herniate a disc.
Yeah.
you would definitely like scratch it. I mean, it is about 2 inches shorter than a London bus.
And if you were going on potholes around Brighton, you're going to bottom out.
Yeah.
you're gonna like what's it called, beat yourself on something in Brighton.
You're going to burn the clutch out because you've been trying to change gear all the
up the hills.
But you'll get one long piece of road.
Yeah.
And you just ring it to V12.
Yeah.
And that will be the greatest moment of your life.
It will.
Yeah.
The feeling you'll get will be
amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then, Ferrari one.
Yeah.
Because we've already said why.
Yeah. So we're going to do basically what we just did, but hypercars.
Yeah.
So, and the 3 hypercar brands, the proper 3.
Yeah.
Bugatti, Pagani, Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
I for the life of me, this is the hardest to say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, mine's pretty easy.
Really?
I'm going Koenigsegg 1.
Okay.
I'm going Bugatti 2.
I didn't expect you to say Koenigsegg 1.
And I'm going Pagani 3.
Do it again. Koenigsegg 1.
Koenigsegg 1, Bugatti 2, Pagani 3.
I thought you were going to go Bugatti 1, Koenigsegg 2.
But you didn't say on which car I would have. You're talking about the brands.
I'm talking about the brands.
Koenigsegg 1, Bugatti 2, Pagani 3. But the cars I would have are different.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I'd have a Chiron over any of those cars.
You pick a Chiron flat out, you'd pick a Chiron.
Over any of those cars, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I'm picking Koenigsegg 1, the first one,
Yeah.
is because they have a wider range of cars. Bugatti only has a Chiron. Different types of Chiron, but it is just a Chiron.
No, they've got the Bolide.
What?
The Bolide. Bugatti Bolide.
What the heck's that?
You've got the Devo.
But that's just a Chiron, but like...
It's not a Chiron, but it's like a race car.
No, it's just a Chiron, but just like a sport, like a...
No, it's like a full-on race car.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And then the Bolide is the Devo, but souped up for a track. You got the Veyron.
No, but Veyron's old.
But the Veyron's
cool.
iconic.
I just feel like there's it's not got...
You got the new what's the new roofless Bugatti?
Yeah, but it's still I feel like they're all still just Chirons.
I think
other cars.
I think
they're other versions of Chirons.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure they're all just based on the Chiron.
I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way.
They're just based on the Chiron underpinnings. Yeah, 100%. When you look at the Devo, it is just a Chiron, but an extra special version.
That is fair. You know what? That is a very, very good point.
Which is great. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Any of these are unbelievable. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I quite like the fact that a brand is very specific and has a very small. I quite like that because it's very
exclusive.
There you go.
Very
exclusive. They own that. See, that's where I think some car companies like Ferrari do sometimes go wrong. And I think Lamborghini goes right because Lambo, you only get the events or whatever the new one is, and
Revuelto,
the Revuelto, and they'll bring out the new sports car, and then there's only like 3 cars you can buy.
Yes, you know what? I do actually really like that
because it has a level of exclusivity.
Ferrari at some point you had like in terms of V8, you had like the 296 GTB.
Yeah,
you also had the FA, and then the 488 had only come out like a couple years before that.
Yeah.
And then you at the same time had the Parasan way out. You had the SF90 out at the same time.
Yeah.
I
know exactly.
You know what I mean?
You've already made a very good point.
Yeah. There's so many. That's a very good point.
There's
a lot of Ferraris out.
A lot, which is also great. So it depends on how you see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this one.
Okay.
I just think that Koenigsegg have more variety in what they've. So they've got the Jesko that's coming out.
Jesko.
They've got.
The Jesko is like.
Oh no, that's already out, isn't it? The Jesko.
So the Jesko is my number one.
Is it?
The
Is
Jesko
it?
I think is unbelievable.
Okay.
Because I love race cars.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like, okay, Chiron is classy. You're going to cruise to 300 miles an hour.
And apparently it's just as easy as driving like a Golf around.
That's what I've heard.
Which is
I've
so
heard,
cool.
Yeah. And it's like, the thing is, right, you look on the interior, it's not like they're super trying to save weight. Like in a Koenigsegg, you feel like you're in a race car.
Yeah.
Bugatti, you're cruising. You've got leather on the, like, whatever you've got on the wheel. You've got metal, flappy pads.
Yeah, it's all beautiful inside.
Yeah, it's gorgeous inside. It's like a proper, like,
it doesn't feel
car.
Yeah. Like how they do that is amazing.
But I think I go Jesko with the one with the big rear wing.
Yeah. And then what's they've brought up that they're bringing out that other one?
Jumeirah.
The Jumeirah.
The Jumeirah.
The Jesko. Then there's the one before the Agera.
The Agera. Yeah, you've got their names are like always really confusing to me, but
yeah. But anyway, I just feel like there's more as a brand. I feel like there's more choice of what you get, but all just as amazing as each other.
Yes.
And they're all so different as each other. Every new car they bring out is like a step up, or like a different type of technology. It's completely new. It's nothing like the same.
Yeah.
Whereas Bugatti, I feel like everything's based on the Chiron, and then they just do things either side
based
of it.
off the Veyron. Chiron and the Veyron are actually, when you think about it,
you're going to have evolution of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to learn from what you did.
But you look at how Koenigsegg looks so different.
Yeah.
But Bugatti sort of have a similar sort of look. Bugatti carry more history, though.
True.
Bugatti have a deep history back to the 1920s, like first automobiles.
Yeah.
Like that is a proper history of cars.
Yeah. And then I'm putting Pagani last because it feels like they just don't do anything half the time. They've had the Zonda and they've had the Huayra, and that is it.
I know
there's different versions of those.
But then is that not your argument about Bugatti?
Kind of.
Small amount. Every car is custom built.
But they haven't. When was the last? They're not doing anything.
And they're not coming. They got one out coming soon.
I hope so.
Similar to Bugatti, they both got cars coming out. I'm pretty sure Pagani are releasing something soon.
Are they?
Yeah.
I also don't think they look as good as the others.
I think
it's just the Huayra. That's what you get. You just get a Huayra, or you don't really, do you?
Yeah, but then it all comes down to how to customize it, right? Because you can change like everything on the car. Okay. I love the customization of like Pagani. They almost go, here's a big bag of tools, build this how you want.
Okay.
And then that's why you get like the Tricolore or you get like variations of it.
Yeah.
And then they'll produce like
Maybe
one
I'm
or
just
two of them.
completely wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't think that there's a right answer.
That's just the way I see it.
This is how I see it. I see Koenigsegg as the company that push technology the furthest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Bugatti's
I feel like they're more
records,
open with the fact that they're doing that. I feel like they are showing people what they do more than the others.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, Bugatti have literally just come out with a V16 engine.
Have they?
Yeah. They just so it's not like the car isn't announced.
Wait, that is a V. They always use a V16.
That's a W16. They've managed to put it into a V.
No way.
They put 16 cylinders into a V, and they did a launch trailer for it, and it was just the 16 cylinders firing off in a V shape. And it
must literally be like 2 meters.
No, but this is why I think they've done some like crazy work with it.
Oh my word!
So Bugatti, and I think the car comes out like this summer or something. Like they're going to announce it. Go on Bugatti's Instagram page. But if you go to their Instagram page, and you know the guy who Rimac guy as well.
Yeah, really cool guy. What an entrepreneur! Like,
yes,
he's incredible.
He's definitely announced on Rimac.
Bugatti's next year will have a V16 engine.
Yeah,
this is on Top Gear actually.
Yeah. So they did like a proper announcement, and the Rimac guy took a video, and it was like underneath a cover, and it was like, yeah.
Stop what you're doing, folks, and watch the video at the bottom.
But yeah.
Anyway, we'll watch it later.
Oh
wow! Oh,
so
my word.
I think you're right. I think Koenigsegg make a bigger deal about the technology they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bugatti have a better history than any of those cars. But I think Pagani allows for the most customization, and also in terms of a user experience, like you get invited on the Pagani yearly trip,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Are you genuinely putting Pagani above those two? I feel like you can't.
The thing is, right?
Not above, surely not above Bugatti and
Yeah.
Koenigsegg. As brands, remember, we're talking about as companies. As
to be different, I'm going to put Bugatti first, Koenigsegg second, Pagani third. I really struggle with this.
It's a very good question.
I really struggle with it.
You can't really go wrong, apart from if Pagani was number one for me. You would go Koenigsegg first, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I go Koenigsegg.
You would.
Yeah.
And you'd go Bugatti, then you'd go.
Yeah, Pagani.
You'd get the same as me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
cool.
what I would do. I would do that.
Cool. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to now rank basically the two sort of flagship cars from each of those brands.
Yeah, but not like variations of it or like special edition versions.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, as if any of these are like not special.
Yeah, because it's sort of like you've obviously got like the Chiron, you've got the Chiron Super Sport, the Chiron 300 Plus.
Yeah.
We're just going to do the Chiron and everything that comes with it, the Jesco and everything that comes with it, the Huayra, the Zonda, the Veyron, and the Agera. We're not going to bother with the Regera or the CCR or the older Bugattis, Devos, etc.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not the Gemera because that's not out yet.
That's not out yet.
But that could be a potential for an unbelievable car.
To be honest.
That could be number one.
That could have been right at the top of my list. If it
I think that could be number two for me.
Yeah, if it is what it
says it's
going to be, then anyway. I'll let you. You can. We'll start from 6. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
This is fun.
So I'm going to put the Agera because I have the least nostalgia or connections with it. So the Agera is going 6 for me.
Okay. My 6 is going to be the Huayra.
I knew you were going to say the Huayra. Yeah.
Just don't like.
I know you're just not the biggest Pagani fan.
It's no. If you say that, Zonda's going to be.
No spoilers.
Okay. No, but I just don't. I genuinely don't think the Huayra is that good looking. Genuinely, I don't know why.
Do you know what?
I just don't think it looks that good.
Do you know what?
It does, but it doesn't.
That is why it's going in my 5th because I would never personally buy a Huayra. I don't like the wing mirrors and it's like curved and it's got a bit of a bubbly look to it.
Yeah. So still so cool. Still.
Oh yeah.
I'd love one. It still looks good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as. I'm making it sound as if it's not a good. It is.
Yeah.
But it's not.
If someone was like, "You can have this car,"
I'll be like,
"Oh my!" Like that would be the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
But if I'm picking between this list of supercars, then
that's terrible, isn't it? Okay, so your last one was Agera. My last is Huayra.
Yeah.
What are you going number 5?
Well, that was number. So my
yours
number
is
5 was Huayra.
Okay, my number 5 is going to be a Veyron.
Okay. A Veyron. Fair.
That's painful to say because I used to absolutely love it, but I just feel like other things have come along since, and it actually weirdly is starting to look a little bit dated.
It does look dated.
If you look at it now, you're like, oh, it looks quite dated.
So funnily enough, right? I went through this thing where I was like, I actually don't like the Veyron.
Okay.
Not I don't like it, but I don't really like how it looks.
And
then a couple months ago, I saw a Veyron.
Did you?
Not in real life. I saw a picture online. I wish I
was like, whoa!
A couple months ago, I saw a picture online of a Veyron, and I was almost like, I love that it looks a little dated now.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost becoming a bit more retro.
Classic.
Okay. Brought a lot of like nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I think it comes with so much. But that being said, in number 4, I'm putting the Veyron.
Okay.
Because the top 3 is too good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're putting the Veyron at 4.
Putting the Veyron at 4.
Okay. I'm putting the Agera at 4.
Fair. Why did you not put it last? Do you quite like the Agera?
I do like the Agera. I think it looks quite similar to the Jesco, and I quite like the Jesco. And I think the Jesco is just kind of an evolution of the Agera.
Yeah.
And I would love an Agera.
And the Agera is an evolution of the Regera, which is an evolution of the CCR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think the Agera.
You can see where it's gone to.
Yeah, I just think the Agera is a really good looking car, as well as the Esco, which I'll tell you where that goes later. But yeah, and
Interestingly, though,
Koenigsegg's just Koenigsegg's.
Yeah,
Koenigsegg.
that's cool. Have you seen that video of there's a guy who floors it to 200 and he doesn't have his hands on the steering wheel?
What,
His
in
hand-
Agera?
Yeah, he puts his hands like by his side. He's got his hands like literally like how I'm sitting now, where it's like his like hands on like the dorsal and the armrest, and then or whatever the middle bit is, and then he's like fist in hand, floors the car, and it just stays dead straight. The stability control of the Regera is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, that's crazy.
That's crazy engineering.
It was like 200. It was like some stupidly fast speed.
Okay.
It was like, wow, you've got confidence in that car. That's not going to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe like 150, 180 or something.
See that.
Yeah. I'll show you after. Crazy. Who's your 3?
My 3 is a Zonda.
Fair.
Because it's just classic. They look incredible. They sound incredible.
They're the best sounding car out of any of them on this list.
Easily.
The
sound, the look, the classic.
Yeah.
It's just classic. It's cool. Like there's very little wrong about a Zonda.
Yeah.
And
the Zonda R was an incredible car. Do you know it's too loud to race at most tracks?
That's so cool.
Which is crazy. You have to like book it in advance at specific tracks and at specific times of days.
Wow.
It's so loud.
Wow. I wonder what time that is. Between like 10. I reckon it's between like 10 and 11.
It's basically the time you'd have a Grand Prix.
Oh, okay. Oh, like 3 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like it's like midday time. And you have to do it at like Monza or Spa or something. You can't do it at just like Brands Hatch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Makes sense. What are you going?
I'm actually going to. So I know I said earlier, Jesko is going to be number 1. I'm going to Jesko at 3 because I had a thought about it.
Okay.
I love it, but it's too new for me to I've not really seen too much about it.
Okay.
I've not seen enough about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that is such a...
I think it's the craziest looking car.
It's mad.
Insanely powerful, insanely fast.
Yeah.
But maybe when I start seeing more videos about it, it'll go up.
There's one that JWW's done.
Has he?
Because he's got a bit of a connection with
Koenigsegg. He's quite close to the guy. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I think he's like got this sort of company that, like, I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's his car specifically, but he's driving one around. And I think I'm pretty sure it was red with like silver. It's just
really.
Oh, it's
I need to watch that.
Mega.
I need to watch that.
So cool. Yeah. But you're going then.
So I'm gonna go Jesko in 3.
Okay, I'm going Jesko in 2.
Fair.
And you're going
Chiron in 2. Chiron in 2. Yeah.
You're going Zonda 1.
I'm going Zonda 1.
No way.
I would pick a Zonda over a Chiron.
Are you serious?
Yes. I love the Zonda. Which is why I really struggle with Pagani to place him in 3. I know I put like Koenigsegg number 1. Bugatti,
you're having a Zonda
over a Chiron.
Something that you can't really drive very often.
Yeah.
Because it's so noisy over something that you can drive every day.
Yes. I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds really
This is like the Porsche thing.
Yeah, but I know it sounds so stupid, right? But I actually don't have that much of a... I don't know. There's something more exciting about the Zonda that I don't find the Chiron very exciting.
Okay. So there's that sense
it's the Porsche thing.
It's their sense of wildness. Go.
It's not that like I don't like Chirons. It's just that the W16 engine doesn't sound that good.
Does it not?
I think it sounds all right. Just doesn't sound like a screaming V12 out of Zonda.
No, that's true.
As you say, it's luxurious. You can drive it every day. But
you just want that sense of wild.
Yeah.
You want your adrenaline to be absolutely pumping, your eyeballs to be literally on the edge of like, I know what you mean.
And do you know why? And do you know why I didn't say this for this? Why, but I didn't put Lambo over Ferrari. And I know Ferrari is prestige, but whatever. The hypercar. When you have a hypercar, it's a hypercar. It's like it's supposed to be bonkers. Right? It's supposed to be that crazy car. No one in the world really can afford it. you're going to drive it. Not, let's be honest, you're not going to drive it that much, and it's supposed to be just a bit ridiculous. And the Zonda, I think, is that epitome of ridiculous hypercar.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you're wrong for picking Chiron.
Yeah, for me, the Chiron, for me, the Chiron as a package is just
unbelievable,
the pinnacle.
Yeah,
the look, the luxury,
the
speed, the ease of driving it around.
Yeah,
like for me, it's just like it's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like I don't actually think I would pick a Devo over it. The reason why is because
Devo's a bit
unless I knew that if I knew that the Devo performed in a similar way, and it could be used every day, I feel like it will be probably slightly harder to ride those sorts of things because it's more track focused. Don't get me wrong, it looks cooler. It looks cooler, but the Chiron for me is just feel like one car. I'm having that.
Yeah, fair. Do you know the coolest thing I think about Chirons and Bugattis are just the way the needle just goes up and it does not stop and it just keeps going up and it keeps almost that constant rate all the way up to like close to 300.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous. Like every time I've seen someone floor a Bugatti, it just does not stop. Like the needle just goes up and like it's crazy.
I always think as well that it disguises its own speed with its noise.
It does.
Because it kind of goes. But when you're at it's going like 200 miles an hour. Do you know what I mean?
It definitely does. But like, whereas like the Pagani is like you're half deaf at like 60 miles an hour. You're like,
but that's why it's cool.
Yeah. Slightly touch the accelerator. Oh, my eardrums are gone.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, we've got to leave it there.
Yeah, that's a long episode.
We've had way too much fun this episode.
We don't usually talk about regular cars too often, so it's been good fun.
It's nice too.
Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Quick top 3 for the F1 tomorrow.
Oh no, actually, really quickly, I also just want to say me and JJ have no experience with any of these vehicles. We've not driven any, we've not been near any. We have no right to be.
I've never seen any of those hypercars in person. I'm not.
Oh my gosh, I don't think
I haven't. Because I've not even seen like. I went to Goodwood, but I didn't see them there either because I was helping out at Goodwood, so I didn't really see any cars.
Yeah, so all of that was based on absolutely nothing.
Pure speculation.
So if you're listening to this thinking that was a huge waste of my time, you're absolutely right. You've wasted so much time of your day listening to our rubbish.
It's been good fun though. Just to quickly, we got the Australian Grand Prix happening in a couple of days. This will probably come out a few days before the race.
Hopefully it's as good as last year's. Last year's was
phenomenal.
Really, really good.
Top 3.
Max.
Really?
No. Max, Perez 2, and Clerk 3.
I'm gonna do so. McLaren are really good in high speeds, faster than anyone. There's a bit of slow speed in the track, but they were quite good last year. Last year they had a terrible car and they still finished 6th.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, I'm just going to have to go Max and Perez, and then we go Piastri for fun.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. Home Grand Prix, podium.
What? Who?
It'll be his home Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great. We'll call it a day.
You'll call it a day.
I'm tired now.
Yeah.
Watch nearly 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure.
Listening.
And listening. Yeah, listening, I mean.
Listening.
It's been lights out.
Take care.
Peace.